face, like a low cross face here, okay? One of my main aims from here was to try to redirect the head. You want to get your opponent in line with you by stepping, bridging, hip escaping to get a knee shield back, okay? So like bringing them in line with you here and getting the knee shield back as you can kind of hip escape. If you get to here and they sprawl out, right? So now the knee shield's gone, right? He's gone like a higher underhook, he's sprawled. This is where I want to put a butterfly hook in, square my hips up, bump forward, okay? Use anything I can to assist. Bump forward a little bit to the side to get rid of this underhook or make him post, right? Now I can start to work my own underhook or continue back to butterfly. We did, as they go towards 3/4 mount, working underneath, bumping forward in towards deep half guard, right? So this is particularly good if someone's got a strong, like they're just like such good pressure turning you away that you don't feel like any of the escapes forward are gonna work. You tend to go with them, bump them forward, right? And then we can try to recover or do some deep half guard attacks. And we have the John Wayne as well, right? So when our opponent comes towards chest to chest in, like this, I step next to knee, my inside thigh tilts, and I try to lock in over the arm, like this. If I can, I sweep with that. Again, often it's just a way to make them post. You get your underhook, butt forward, and now we're on having a chance to attack again, right? We then worked on the knee shield, right? So having good stepping on the back, elbow on the inside, framing here, good structure in our knee shield, right? And we had a few attacks that we could set up depending what's available. If he's kind of hovering over the top and there's a space here, I can reach underneath and come up for the underhook. We worked on like when it's difficult, right? So like the framing and the sitting back and it's hard to get a deep underhook. We roll under, pull hips forward, okay. Straighten the leg out, pass the leg, and build up with this sprawl. Come up, right? And now I'm in the dogfight, trying to drive through to. If he's blocking, my framing my armpit, it's very hard to win an underhook battle here. Okay, so this is usually where I'll reach to the wrist. I can go towards a 2-on-1. From the 2-on-1, if he came forward, we had the John Wayne. Right? If he does nothing, we can come to the back. We can mix the two as well. I go for John Wayne, he keeps his balance. I go for the back. Right? And if he's more like pulling away, right, we can put our butterfly hook in, reach here, come to the leg, and then shoot our inside knee deeper to bump forward. Oh, we did that as well from half guard too. When we got our butterfly hook, right, we were shooting our knee underneath to bump forward. I just don't think I talked about that a little earlier when I explained it. Alright, and then we had the choy bar. Right, so if this arm's like pushing my leg, right, we can frame, make sure we get that Kimura pressure, try and get our shin in front. Right. If we can't get that in front, we can swing our leg over the top. Either way, I need to make his head go away a bit. So I have good pressure on the arm, chop the arm pit, pinch the knees, if I've got some room, kick the leg through, and finish the armbar. Right, then we had passing. So, passing the half guard. First was, again, controlling the hips, switching base, head going perpendicular like this, leaning forward, right? Walking, turning your opponent, walking your foot up like this, scooping the leg, freeing your knee, and then getting our knee pinched together here. Now once we get to here, we worked on going to like a lower version of the 3/4 mount, right? So I bring my left knee behind, right? Allows me to start to try to have a better chance at winning upper body control, right? So I can go here, my left knee's behind, harder to bump me forward, right? At this point, I can step my left foot behind the calf, slide so that my shin and foot are now at in between his shins instead of his thighs. Okay, he's trying to hold on, and I can pummel my foot free. Keep this foot holding his leg so I can lift it up, scoop underneath, lock the triangle, and get that Khabib style mount, right? Once we've got here, he's going to start trying to push to escape. I'm looking to win this space, get underhooks, right? When I have good underhooks, I'll climb up. And when they start to like either frame or they try to bring our head, we want to try and get their arm up high, chest on the face, knees come together. So when I first do this, I step out, right? Just so it's hard to get back to close guard, right? When I'm happy that my control's good, my knee goes in, I walk. I want to stop him getting a knee shield by like tilting him too much this way, but I lean my hips so he doesn't off balance me. Okay. When my knee starts to free, I pummel, I drop back, right? And I can go to mount. And we had, when this arm's a real bother, right? We can take our head to this side and pick up the arm. Similar, when we pick up the elbow, we make sure they can't push our hip, right? It can be a similar sequence now. I bring my knees together, right? Start walking up, pummel my foot, and start to pass. But you have to address, if that arm's a bother, you've got to address it, move everything to that side, deal with it. Don't do anything else in the morning. You guys tell me about this thing. You've got better memories than me. Right, so then we did high knee shield, okay? So from the high knee shield, we first worked on like just having this posture where I'm opening the knee shield out. We're coming forward, we're working to try and pin this up. Sometimes you have to block the leg first, try and beat the knee line, and then pin the arm. That's fine, right? Anytime this bottom leg is threatening to come out, that's your biggest priority, because that'll take you all the way out of position. He gets this back, out. Yeah. Now I'm back dealing with close guard. That's like a pretty bad outcome. So always, if that's a problem, deal with it, okay? Then we want to try to deal with this, pin this wrist, right? As I start to square him up, I want to win the near side underhook. With my knee and a pummel. We talked about dealing with frame. Okay, no, we pummeled our foot outside from here. So we've got the high knee shield. I put my knee to his calf. I pummel outside, right? From here, similar controls with the upper body, but I can pummel my left foot in, open the hips out, and work to pass from that. Then we did low knee shield, right? Dealing with frames, right? So if he's framing, I want to like come forward and high, and then I want to collapse, move back. You need to use circle the hands or whatever for a moment, but often just taking a bit of pressure off and diving your head down, you get on their hip. Okay. Once you got their hip, we're starting to free our foot, pummel outside, right? Winning this battle here. Ideal, picking this elbow up and just getting our hip just past their hand, right? Once we got that, knees together, head to the other side, and we're working to that Khabib style. Yeah, then we did tucked in. So easy. Like this, it's so hard to win this battle. That's when I post in next to the head here like this, turn and start clearing the knee shield. If he starts looking for an underhook, I'm actually okay with that. I'll take, even if he starts to come up, usually I'll win that underhook and come back into a nice, it's like a bad position for him to come up for the underhook, I think. So I can win that, come back and pass.